Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
He gets humiliated big time when Trump gives him savage nickname. CNN's Jim Acosta has been after President Donald Trump since the day he was elected. Of course, the liberal reporter is only doing so in a misguided attempt to advance his own career, but he just got humiliated big time as Trump finally got some brutal revenge, and he just gave Acosta a nickname that is downright savage. The obnoxiousness of Jim Acosta truly knows no bounds. The CNN reporter often asks ridiculous questions for the sake of attention, and he seems to only push the envelope further. After enduring months of attacks from CNN, President Trump finally got sick of the network and the lies they tell about him. Just like that, he weaponized the term fake news and has been fighting back against the intentional deceit. As we all can see, though, Acosta hasn't accepted the reality that his tactics aren't working. Attempting to fight back, he fails more often than not and has embarrassed himself far too many times to count. Remember when he demanded that he get the chance to ask a question by screaming over everyone else like a child? Trump basically told him to shut up and sit down because he wasn't going to get the opportunity on account of his previous actions. As if that wasn't good enough, Trump humiliated him in front of everyone by looking him square in the eye, pointing in his direction, and simply saying, "You are fake news." Too bad for Jim Acosta. President Donald Trump has been making him out to be a fool ever since. Another recent instance took place in the Oval Office. Despite the fact that no one was being allowed to ask questions, Acosta still tried, only for Trump to tell him to get out. You do have to give Jim Acosta some credit, though. You can't say that he's a quitter. However, he may just be a glutton for punishment. Either way, being persistent and being effective are two entirely different things. With that being said, Acosta has proven himself to be a failure when it comes to getting what he wants, and he probably shouldn't hold his breath about that changing anytime soon. You see, Acosta underestimated his opponent. President Donald Trump isn't a guy you want to find yourself up against. Although the CNN reporter may have thought he was up to the challenge, the president just humiliated him once again by bestowing a nickname upon him, and it's utterly savage. While Acosta and Trump have sparred in past press conferences, most notably in the president's first during his transition to office, he had yet to receive a nickname from the commander-in-chief's Twitter account. He shall now be known to the president as Crazy Jim. Source: The Daily Caller. President Donald Trump bashed Democrats about the government shutdown, their failure to get what they want, and the fact that liberals, like Jim Acosta, are even turning on them for what they did to this country. Here's the original quote Trump was referring to in his tweet. He's right. Trump did score a major victory here as Democrats really hurt themselves by doing harm to this country and holding the American people hostage in a desperate attempt to make Trump look bad. In the end, they were the only ones unrecoverably damaged by what happened, and rightfully so. The left can claim that they were victorious for getting the Children's Health Insurance Program, CHIP, through. However, that's not a win for them. That had heavy bipartisan support and was agreed to months ago, meaning that neither party gets credit. What it does mean, though, is that Democrats shut down the government for nothing. Then again, this is the story of the left. Worthless and hypocritical arguments strictly made to attack the other side and damn anyone who gets caught in the crossfire. You'd think they would be tired of getting their butts kicked. Maybe they're just gluttons for punishment, which they are likely to receive more of this year with the midterm elections approaching.